Diet Pepsi. Yep. Mary Jane. What is good? What is good? We gotta wait for a few to come up in here. Wait for those numbers to go up. I'm live on YouTube. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and yap to zero viewers, so I'll yap when somebody comes in. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I find that so pointless unless somebody's watching the replay to just yap when you don't have any viewers in there. But yeah, it is actually crazy the amount of people who don't want to work a normal job anymore. Like you can literally, I can go out right now and traffic's gonna be jammed. You know what I mean? You can go out if you're at like at a grocery store. I don't know though. Like if you're at a grocery store like Monday at 11:30 in the morning, do you think you're unemployed? I mean, unless you go into work at 2 or something and you go in there to grab some things, but back then it didn't seem like the roads were just always packed. Like I don't know. People clearly don't have priorities. That normal job shit is just terrible. Like it really is. And you got these out of touch motherfuckers. Like I agree about getting a job when you have nothing else, you know what I mean? But like man, fuck this working your life away for nothing. If your intention is not to grow with that company and retire with that company, then you're wasting your fucking time. Because all that money you're working for is just covering a bill, covering a bill, covering a bill. You're getting by, but you're not getting far. You know what I mean? So, like, when you work a job in 2025, all you have is enough money to cover your bill. That's it. So, it becomes useless to waste all your time. If you're there for a year, you just got by, you know what I mean, for a whole fucking year. You got by, but after that year's up and you quit the job, what do you have to show for that year? Oh, I just got by. And you could have been working on something that benefits you and not the company that you work for. Yeah, that's why I say, like, I've never had an intention. I know for a fact, any job I've ever worked, I've never had the intention of climbing the corporate ladder. So if I don't have that intention, then what's the point of working a normal job unless there's no other resource? You know what I mean? It's really just become pointless. It's really become pointless as fuck. Rampage Jackson's trying somehow to make himself the good guy. We'll see how it ends up.
How's he trying to do that?
He wants to do a stream with that wrestler and shit. And he's just talking like he's just trying to be a good father and shit. He's like he's gonna continue to be a father or whatever. So I don't know. People act like they just want you to die or something when you do something like. I mean, him like he definitely deserves punishment. But I mean, Rampage didn't do it. But I mean, But people, what people also don't realize is that motherfucker's a 25-year-old man, older than me. Like he's like April or May, whatever. But and I would never let someone get in my head like that. Like, that's just crazy. People are acting like he's like an 18-year-old or something, and Rampage was babysitting them and shit. Like, or not even an 18-year-old, like a 17-year-old. Like, this man's older than me. Why is people treating him like he's a toddler who didn't know? You know what the fuck you're doing at 25. He should definitely go to jail. I'd give him. He tried to kill somebody, so I'd give him. He needs to do at least 10 years, 15 years, something like that. And that's going soft. I don't think he should sit there the rest of his life, but some people we quick to say that. Like, throw him in there forever, blah, blah, blah. They should give him like 12 years, I think. Let him waste his 20s and come out in his late 30s or whatever, like that one dude from Creed. You gotta spend most of his years in jail. That's hilarious. But yeah, there's no justifying Raha and how the fuck you pronounce his name and what he did. Like, no justifying that motherfucker at all. For slamming that wrestler and throwing 25 punches, I counted. At least 23 out of that 25 were to the head. And then there was like a couple that was like to the chest. And that's after a power slam that knocked him out before he even started punching him. Or a body slam. He was knocked out from the body slam. That was a real one. That was a fucking real slam. His head bounced off the mat, and then he took 25 punches after that. Like, that's pretty crazy. And the whole time the motherfucker's sitting there saying it's always been his dream on stream to fuck up a pro wrestler and all this other stuff. Like, giving all this evidence and shit. He's like, I'm going to slam him. He's asking his chat, what should I do first and all this other stuff. And he's just trying to please 12-year-olds. And this motherfucker's 25, but people for some reason are acting like he's like 16 or 17 or 18. Like, motherfucker, no, he's not. This dude's older than me, but if I did some shit like that, I'd be probably sitting there the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Nobody'd be saying that shit for me. That, like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then people saying it's Rampage's fault and all this other stuff. Like, to an extent, but not exactly what he did in that situation. That's his own fucking fault.
Yeah, I said that was his fault.
Because even if Rampage was the worst father you've ever seen in your life, by age 25 is enough time to gather yourself to fucking know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I had I had a fucked up childhood, but I would never go out there and slam somebody and fucking hit him, try to kill him. And he was still trying to hit him. They've had to pull him off of him. He was still, like, trying to hit him more. Even the wrestler that pulled him off of him said that he thinks he would have killed him. Like, that wrestler's giving him his body weight, trusting that he's just going to do a spot. And the motherfucker slams him with a real slam, bounces his head off the mat, and then hits him with 25 punches after that. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, he needs to sit in jail probably for a good 12 to 15 years. And then he can come out, and if he's still got anything, he can try MMA. But he deserves to do some good time for slamming the wrestler down. That motherfucker, man. And I hate YouTube. The view goes up and then it goes right down. Like, yeah, I don't know what's been up with lives recently. Even the TikTok lives have been dead. Usually those have a lot. I don't like going live on TikTok as much as I do YouTube. People on TikTok are more judgmental and shit. Like they like to pick apart your life for some reason. And then YouTube, they're mostly laid back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel I would. My hot take is I'm not gonna call you like a content creator unless you're like big on YouTube.
Yeah, because YouTube's true content creators. TikTok, nobody gives a shit about TikTok, bro. It's a bunch of meth heads, literally, that get famous off of there. And it's crazy. And TikTok ain't got no long term security either. That's what these motherfuckers don't realize. YouTube's pretty secure if you make it on there. That's why I always prefer YouTube because I like, even though YouTube's kind of been dog shit recently because they just take down, or it's just flooded with this flashy, polished clickbait shit. It didn't used to be like that. Used to, it seemed like it was full of like real videos. Now it's just full of a bunch of AI ad clickbait bullshit.
You know what's annoying is people just take what they put on TikTok and put it on YouTube now.
Yeah. YouTube Shorts is alright, but it's like, I've gotten on there a few times, and TikTok's just a little bit more real. YouTube's more like entertainment. TikTok will have some other shit on there, like real shit. Even though sometimes it's too much, you gotta escape from that real shit. God. The best way to go on live is just act like you're not on live most of the time. I guess with getting started. But 0 viewers, man. That's wild. Like, people will come in and then just dip right out. But how long have I been live? For 12 minutes. 12 minutes and 12 seconds. Sometimes it takes a minute to get them up in here because not everybody is on YouTube at 10:44 in the morning looking at smaller creators compared to other ones and shit. And I swear people won't subscribe on YouTube. Like they'll watch all your shit but not hit that subscribe button. Somebody's watching right now, but yeah, I don't know what YouTube be on recently, but it's still better than TikTok. Like TikTok, it's got like a snappiness to it, but TikTok makes my head hurt after being on there so long. It really does. It makes my head just, I don't know, it starts flooding with all this bullshit, like racist shit too, that I just don't feel like seeing. There's like so many racist videos on TikTok, it's crazy. Damn. Coming from all ends. But yeah, that situation. So what is even going on in wrestling? Has wrestling ever been this dead? Where like no one's talking about it at all? Like it's dead right now. They're really killing it. They don't realize that they're killing it though. That's what's crazy. Because they got these secure. They don't care because they got these secure deals right now. Like they're in like 5-year contracts and shit with Netflix. Like this money's coming in. You know what I mean? Guaranteed income for them. It's like their company has a job. You know what I mean? Making a shit ton of money, and once these platforms after these deals don't want to renew because they're not bringing in numbers and pleasing their audiences and shit, they're gonna have to change things up.
You know the raid map in Black Ops? It's coming back in Black Ops 7.
Bro, I missed 6, man. I need to check that one out.
Hijack's coming back, and
Oh shit. I might go like that 20 mark and see what's going on. I'm at 15 something right now. Nothing comes in. That's not the way you're supposed to do it though. You're supposed to stick with it. But I ain't sitting here all day with nothing going on. Man, we got Fast 9 to watch next. You excited for that one?
I don't know whether to be excited or scared.
John Cena enters it.
That makes things so much better.
Apparently Han comes back. That one dude from Tokyo Drift is in it, the main character. That don't mean it's gonna be good though. People think that because it depends on what they do with it. You know what I mean? I bet Han has like a small ass role probably. What's going on in Clash of Paris besides Cena and Logan?
I don't even know.
Aren't they doing Nikki and
Nikki and
Becky?
Yeah.
I don't really care to see that. Nikki Bella has always been trash, to be honest.
Seth versus Punk versus Jay versus Elena. Fatal 4-way.
She really had to come running back to WWE.
Sheamus and Rusev. It's a good old.
Oh, yeah, I heard it,
Dominic
yeah.
match.
Isn't Dominic getting he facing somebody? Is it AJ or someone else?
No, not yet. Not on the card. They got Roman versus Bronson.
You think AJ's gonna do a farewell tour next year?
I don't think he'll do a tour. I think he'll just retire.
He gives me the vibe of one of those that'll retire and then wrestle like 8 years later or some shit. He gives me that vibe, AJ for sure.
Well,
Cause AJ, he just gives me that vibe like he can't live without wrestling. You know what I mean? Like he needs a break because of the family and all this other stuff. But that break, he's gonna want something to do. You know what I mean? And that wrestling itch will come back. Somebody said, "What's up? Happy birthday!" What's that Rampage dude? Now we got 3 people in the house. Now they want to start coming in. At what? 18 minutes in the house. That's crazy. And then the 2 of them do. YouTube's numbers be lying though. I'm serious. They really do. YouTube's numbers really be lying. They sometimes it'll show like more people. Like sometimes it'll like I've had it sometimes before say 0 and then I was getting comments. You know what I mean? Like, so how is it 0 if you're getting comments? Like that's crazy. What we talking about? Just random shit. I was talking about how having a 9 to 5 job is useless in 2025. I was talking about Fast 9. I was talking about the Rampage, or his son beating up that wrestler or whatever. I don't know. For real. It's all over TikTok and all this other shit. Oh, wow. This. Don't go out on me yet. Yeah, just yapping. Here at 25, man, it sucks to be getting older, but you know what? It's change. But yeah, this motherfucker basically was trying to impress 12-year-olds in his chat. So his dad's a famous UFC fighter, so he trains. And he was at a wrestling show, and he basically beat up a wrestler for real, like a wrestler who's pretending and shit. Like I don't, it's some stupid shit. Stupid, stupid, stupid. He's trying to impress 12-year-olds that were in his chat. Trying to, that they were telling him to. He basically almost killed somebody, like by beating them up and shit. And did it because these motherfuckers peer pressured him. How are you a 25-year-old man letting 12-year-olds pressure you into committing a crime? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's a crazy news story. What else is going on, man? Nothing really, honestly. Politics is pretty dry. I know there's a few things that Trump did, like making the American flag. If you burn it, it's a year. But how many people's really out here burning the American? That don't put more money in our pockets. So now we got 2 viewers. It says, but that don't put any money in our pockets. Banning people from burning the flag. I mean, yeah, it's cool, but I don't feel like they should make some big announcement of it, like it's going to change our lives. That should just be some like simple thing that's not really talked about much. To be honest. Yeah, we are currently, what, 31 pounds down, something like that. Last time I weighed myself. I ain't gonna weigh myself for a few more days, probably. We'll see what I'm at after that. We will see. Yeah, I just woke up, so. Literally just woke up. About an hour ago. About an hour and a half ago, something like that. Just wanted to hop on YouTube and see any more drama. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things. Drama everywhere, man. I don't like some drama's entertaining, but I don't know. I just worry about putting money in my pockets all the time. That's really what that's the only thing you can do. You gotta have money for anything and everything. So you gotta always focus on making money. We were talking about Fast and Furious. We watched 1 through 8, and then we watched the Hobbs and Shaw spinoff, and we got 9 and 10 to go. So 9 and I ain't seen them. I don't want to see them honestly until I have like 2 hours to kill. I ain't trying to sit down all day wasting time watching movies. Maybe at the end of the night if I have like a couple hours or whatever. Man, I need to get a vape. But I hate buying vapes, man. They always end up sucking. They always end up being trash. Like the flavor's trash. Like they all taste like bleach and chemicals. And they're just terrible. Most of them. You know what's crazy? I could be using my mic right now. I could be using my mic. Oh yeah, both pieces, but I'm not. I could be. I'd have to plug it in and yeah, it's whatever.
Yesterday was Great College.
You said yesterday was. I don't really care about the Great Khali, to be honest. 53? Honestly. Honestly, it is. I was gonna plug my mic in. Dude, I just woke up. Yeah, I need to get a shower. Wait. All right. Can you hear me well? Can you hear me? Summer really makes you realize how boring life is. Yeah, yeah, because you're probably a child still in school. Man, I feel old now. Like I graduated 7 years ago. That's crazy. But I'm 25 today. Honestly, it feels weird being this age. Like it really does. It got here like nothing. We got three in the house. What's good? What's good? What's good? Can you hear the mic? You probably can. I'm just making sure. Hell, I'm probably talking way too loud into this thing. I can't hear. I can't hear how it sounds. Yo. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm bored. You said rest in peace, headphone users. Oh yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I should have realized how loud this shit was. It picks up pretty well. But I'm gonna end the stream. I'm just gonna figure out some more shit to do today. Peace.